How to Not Die Alone: The Surprising Science That Will Help You Find Love by Logan Ury is a fascinating and insightful audiobook that delves deep into the science of love, relationships, and what it takes to find lasting happiness with a partner. Here's a detailed step-by-step summary of the key concepts from the book. 1. Introduction: The Science of Love. Logan Ury, a behavioral scientist and relationship expert, introduces the audiobook by explaining how many people struggle to find lasting love. She emphasizes that finding love is not about relying on luck or chance. It is a skill that can be learned using evidence-based strategies rooted in psychology and science. The book is based on Ury's experience as a behavioral scientist and a former director of relationship science at Hinge, a dating app, and she shares practical advice backed by research. 2. The Problem: Common Mistakes in Dating. The first chapter identifies common patterns that hinder successful relationships. Ury highlights how people often get stuck in their own dating behaviors, which lead to frustration and loneliness. Many people fall into the trap of the perfect partner fallacy, waiting for someone who ticks every box instead of focusing on compatibility, emotional availability, and shared values. Ury also explains how romantic fantasies, the idea that love will happen instantly or miraculously, can create unrealistic expectations, which causes many to miss out on a potentially great partner. Chapter 3. Unpacking Your Love Style. Ury explores the concept of love styles, which are influenced by your upbringing, past relationships, and personal preferences. Understanding your love style can help you identify patterns in your dating behavior and figure out what works for you in a relationship. The three main love styles are the skeptic, someone who is wary of love and avoids emotional risk; the overeager, someone who dives in too quickly, often out of desperation; the avoider, someone who seeks independence and has difficulty committing. By identifying your love style, you can start to address specific challenges and begin the journey of finding love. Chapter 4.2. The Science Behind Attraction. Ury dives into the psychology of attraction, explaining what truly draws people to one another. She discusses the importance of shared values, similar personality traits, and emotional intelligence as key factors for long-term compatibility. Research shows that proximity, familiarity, and a bit of mystery play crucial roles in building attraction. Ury also highlights how physical attractiveness is less important than we might think in determining the success of a relationship. Chapter 5, Section 3. Fixing the Search. One of the key takeaways of this chapter is that many people approach dating with a bad search strategy. This includes focusing on superficial qualities, rushing through dates, or seeking out the wrong types of people. Ury emphasizes the importance of broadening your criteria and being more open-minded when choosing a partner. This doesn't mean settling for someone who isn't right for you, but rather giving people a chance who may not initially seem like your type. She also provides strategies for setting intentions in your search, aligning your goals with who you truly are, rather than being swayed by societal pressures or expectations. Chapter 6. Making the Right First Impression. In this chapter, Ury discusses the crucial first steps in the dating process. She highlights the importance of vulnerability, confidence, and emotional connection in making a lasting impression on a potential partner. Ury shares research on how people tend to make decisions about compatibility within the first few minutes of meeting someone, making it critical to create a positive, genuine impression right from the start. She encourages readers to ditch the games and be authentic, as transparency and honesty are key to building trust and genuine connection. Chapter 7. Setting Up the Date. Once you've found someone interesting, Ury provides actionable advice on how to plan a successful date. She suggests keeping the date low pressure and high enjoyment to allow for natural conversation and connection. The date should ideally involve activities that give both people the chance to interact and show their true selves. Ury also discusses pre-date jitters and how to manage expectations so they don't sabotage the experience. Chapter 8. Managing Expectations and Avoiding Disappointment. One of the biggest obstacles in dating is unrealistic expectations. Ury explains how expectations can ruin the process, leading to disappointment or frustration if things don't go as planned. She suggests practicing mindfulness and self-awareness to keep your emotions in check. This chapter focuses on developing a mindset that is flexible and open to the journey of love, rather than expecting immediate perfection. Chapter 7. Building Emotional Intimacy. Emotional intimacy is essential for a long-term, successful relationship. Ury provides steps to develop deeper emotional connections with a partner, including the importance of listening deeply, showing empathy, and being vulnerable. She explains how to avoid emotional burnout by not rushing the process and recognizing the importance of pacing emotional intimacy in relationships. Chapter 10. The Importance of Commitment. In this chapter, Ury highlights how commitment is a crucial part of sustaining love. She outlines how to recognize commitment readiness in both yourself and your partner and how to navigate the transition from casual dating to a committed relationship. Ury offers tools for assessing whether someone is a good match for a long-term relationship and how to have conversations about the future to ensure that both parties are on the same page. 11th. Chapter 9. Overcoming Fear and Doubt. Ury addresses the fear and doubt that often come up in relationships, including fear of rejection, vulnerability, and failure. She encourages readers to embrace self-compassion and growth mindset in their approach to relationships. She also emphasizes the importance of overcoming negative patterns from past relationships and using those experiences as learning opportunities for future success. 12th Chapter 10. How to Keep Love Alive. The final chapter focuses on how to maintain a loving and fulfilling relationship over time. Ury stresses that successful relationships require effort, attention, and ongoing communication. She suggests implementing habits of appreciation, physical affection, and conflict resolution as ways to keep love strong. Ury talks about how relationships can evolve and deepen with time when both partners are committed to growing together. 13. Conclusion: Embracing the Science of Love. The audiobook concludes by encouraging listeners to embrace the idea that love is not just a mystery, but a skill that can be learned and practiced. Ury reminds readers that finding lasting love is about making intentional choices, staying true to your values, and being willing to adapt. Key takeaways: love is not about finding the one. It's about finding the person who is right for you. Emotional intelligence and vulnerability are key to building a successful relationship. Compatibility is more important than perfection. You can improve your approach to dating by changing your mindset and being more intentional. This audiobook is a thorough guide to understanding and navigating the complex world of dating and relationships, offering practical steps that are scientifically backed to help individuals find meaningful and lasting love.